have an update on both Kyle Teal and Colson Montgomery and try and look at the bright side as the White Sox continue to play good baseball on the road right now. It's the Manager's Show coming your way in 2 minutes right here on the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey guys, it's Carmen. You know, when it comes to making a big decision, I believe in doing your homework and working with people you trust. That's exactly what you'll find at Advantage Buick GMC in Hodgkins. No pressure, no unnecessary noise, just clear communication and a process designed to make you comfortable every step of the way. That's important to me, and I think it'll matter to you too. So, if a Buick or GMC is on your radar, I encourage you to visit Advantage Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Wallner Law helped me get the compensation that I deserve.
Wallner Law helped me get back on my feet.
Thanks to Wallner Law, I'm at a better place today.
Wallner Law cares for you. We're compassionate. We're empathetic to your situation. And I promise you, I will get you more money than any other law firm in the city of Chicago. That is my promise to you. Hire us, win with us, be successful with us. Call us at Wallner Law, 312-8-million.
Walk into any one of our 20 Pizza Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why. They're the king of fresh produce. Then you go further in. Discover their full-service deli featuring Dietz & Watson premium meats, artisan cheese, better deli, made the right way. Dietz & Watson uses no artificial preservatives, no filters, no shortcuts. No kidding. Pizza Market and Dietz & Watson, two family businesses in the business of feeding families. Pizza Market, fresh, local, done right.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we are sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood, or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe. Amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Just off Exit 6, I-80-94. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage. We chat with Will Venable. It was a really nice win last night. Unfortunately, 2 guys went down due to injury. Good news on Colson Montgomery. We'll talk about him in a second. Unfortunately, Kyle Teal goes back to the IL with an ankle sprain.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a high ankle sprain, so it's probably going to be a little while and kind of a wide range of outcomes here. I think it's a 6 to 12 week rehab there, but hopefully, we get through this quickly, and I think Kyle is such a positive guy. He's taken such good care of himself. He has such good habits in the weight room and training room, and I know he'll attack this rehab the right way and be back out there as soon as possible.
Yeah, it stinks for him. It's just been one of those weird years, a couple of freak injuries he's had, but you said off the air he's in really good spirits.
He's in really good spirits, and that's what you worry about the most. These guys end up having these stretches of their careers where it's tough, man. It's tough, and when these injuries kind of pile up on one or the other, it can be a hard thing to go through for these players. So Kyle's in a great spot. He'll be fine, but we'll support him as he gets through this rehab.
Guys foul balls off their leg all the time, off their shin. Todd Hollinsworth actually fractured his shin fouling a ball off it, so it can be a very dangerous spot. Thankfully, Colson seems to be all right. I know he's not in the lineup tonight, but you feel good that he'll be back in there soon?
Yeah, he'll be back out there soon. He might be available later after some more treatment. Just couldn't get him to a spot where we felt comfortable putting him in the game, so he's not going to be in the lineup. But, yeah, it's one of those things. Colson is a guy that hits the ball really hard. He squared that one up pretty good. Also, unfortunately, squared up his shin pretty good. So he'll be back here shortly, and again, might be available tonight.
I asked you off the air about Acuna, getting him some more playing time because he's been so good, and he gets in the lineup tonight. There you go.
Yeah, hate it that it's at the cost of Colson and his shin, but, really excited to have a guy who's a premium defender be able to take over for him tonight and has been swinging the bat extremely well. So it can be tough to find spots for all these guys, especially when we have so many guys that we are throwing out there every day against these right-handed pitchers. To find a spot for Acuna, even if it means Colson sitting tonight, is going to be good, and I'm expecting big things from him tonight.
When Mune got hurt, you came back and beat Detroit that night. You had the 2 injuries last night. You score a ton of runs late. Benintendi with the big game-winning hit really speaks to how resilient this group is.
Yeah, they've been resilient from day one, and especially after that first couple of weeks where we were beat up pretty good. The group, just another example of them, bouncing back after tough things, and I think that's what a special group does, and that's how you get there at the end is, that there's adversity along the way, and it's about how you deal with it, and clearly to this point, this group has done a great job of dealing with adversity.
Edgar Caro is back. Drew Romo is in the lineup tonight. The overall offensive numbers are not great. He did hit a double last night, but I know you've been impressed with how he's worked with the pitching staff.
It's been really, really good from him behind the plate, and I think that offensively, at least for really all of the catchers that we've had this year, there's a little more to be desired offensively, but it's a position that is so grounded in defense and your ability to navigate a game, and Drew is really, really good at that. He's doing an amazing job, so excited to have him back out there today, and of course we're going to miss Teal, but Drew's doing a great job behind the plate.
And congrats on your first win in this ballpark as White Sox manager. This has been a tough place to play. Yeah, it's been a tough place to play. Been a few tough places to play for us, but another example of guys this year changing the narrative, and going out there and doing a good job and doing something we haven't been able to do in the past. All right, go get them tonight.
Thanks, Len.
That's Will Venable on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Do you need home financing? Check out Marquette Bank. Looking for a home lender you can trust? You need Marquette Bank. Level up your home financing journey with Marquette Bank. You get experienced mortgage specialists and an easy digital home loan process. Great rates, great service. Marquette Bank makes it easy. Marquette Bank is here for all your mortgage and home equity needs. Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 462926.
Hey guys, it's Sylvie. Summer heat is here and your AC is working harder than ever. Do not wait for a breakdown. Call Four Seasons now for a complete AC tune-up for just $89.95. They'll back it up with a 1-year no breakdown guarantee. If your AC breaks down, they'll fix it free of charge. All for just $89.95. For all your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, you know who to call.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4-SEASONS.
Reason number 2026.
The year to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Hey man, what'd you get your girlfriend for her birthday?
Diamond earrings from MarryMeJewelry.com.
Hey girl, where'd you get that diamond ring?
I inherited my grandmother's jewelry, and Gino at Marry Me created a custom design.
Marry Me Jewelry is located in Countryside Plaza. Visit MarryMeJewelry.com or call 630-MARRY-ME to find out why Marry Me Diamonds get the most compliments.
Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Whether you're starting college for the first time, finishing the degree you began years ago, or ready to take the next step with a graduate program, NLU means business. At National Louis University, our business programs are designed to fit your goals, your schedule, and your future. With flexible options, expert faculty, and career-focused learning. Join us at an upcoming open house and discover where a business degree can take you. NLU means business. Visit nl.edu to learn more and register today.
Welcome back to the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show here on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. I'm Jeff Meller, getting you set for the second of three in Arlington between the White Sox and Rangers as the good guys look to secure the series with a win tonight. First pitch at Globe Life Field comes your way at 7:05. Len Casper and Darren Jackson will join us from the Bell Tire broadcast booth shortly before 7 o'clock. Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Pete's Market. They feed Chicago best. Pete's Market, home of the freshest produce and meats. Shop Pete's, where fresh is done right. Will Venable's lineup looks like this tonight without a couple of key cogs. As we noted at the top, both Kyle Teal and Colson Montgomery absent. Teal on the injured list with that high ankle sprain. Colson Montgomery listed as day-to-day with the shin contusion. Left fielder Sam Antonacci, the lefty, leads off. Munetaka Murakami, the lefty slugger at first base, hits second. Miguel Vargas will man the hot corner and hit third. Braden Montgomery, the switch-hitting right fielder, will clean up tonight. Andrew Benintendi, the lefty DH, hits fifth. Tristan Peters moves up to the sixth spot in center field. He's left-handed as well. Chase Mydroth at second base, bats seventh. Luis Angel Acuna will have the opportunity to bat shortstop tonight with Montgomery out. He will bat eighth. Drew Romo behind the plate. He is a switch hitter, and he will take over tonight with Kyle Teal out. For the Rangers, their lineup looks like this. Wyatt Langford will lead off in DH. Justin Foscue will play second base and bat second. Josh Young, the third baseman, will hit third. Brandon Nimmo in right field cleans up. He's left-handed. Jake Berger, first base, batting fifth. Ezekiel Duran at shortstop hits sixth tonight. Cam Cauley is in center field hitting seventh. Elias Diaz behind the plate bats eighth. And then Alejandro Osuna, left-handed left fielder to round out the Rangers lineup tonight. Today's pitching matchup is presented by Costa Ivoni. When accidents happen, don't make a mistake. Don't wait. Call Costa Ivoni Lawyers now for a free consultation to learn about your rights. They're local lawyers that will get you the results that you need. Call 708-4MILLION or visit CIlaw.com. The lefty rookie Noah Schultz goes to the mound for the White Sox tonight, 3-6 with a 5.60 ERA, and he will be opposed by Kumar Rocker, the righty out of Vanderbilt. He's 2-8 with a 4.40 ERA. White Sox bullpen is 3-0 with a .72 ERA and 37 strikeouts over the last 9 games since July 8th. That .72 ERA leads all the major leagues over that period of time. Tomorrow, series finale, it will be Anthony Kay up against Cal Quantrill for the Rangers. And then following this series in Texas, the White Sox will return home to Chicago for a 7-game homestand, starting with the Houston Astros and then following that up with a 4-gamer against the Yankees. Coming up next, I'll get you a player to bank on and go around the major leagues as well, and an update from Drew Thorpe. Got some good news from the man who is rehabbing after he recovers from Tommy John surgery. It's all coming up next right here on the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
All my life, my mom sacrificed for our family. So when she needed a liver transplant and I learned I was a match, I didn't hesitate to be her donor. Northwestern Medicine made the process seamless for both of us, including speaking to my mom in Spanish.
Top 10 in the nation for transplant volume, Francisco's living donor team removed part of his liver for his mom's transplant. Northwestern Medicine has saved the most lives through organ transplant in Illinois and its surrounding states. Northwestern Medicine. Better. Learn more at nm.org/transplant.
Let me ask you something. Why does buying a car have to feel like Game 7 pressure? It doesn't. That's why you go to Advantage Toyota in River Oaks. What's up, it's Jay Hood. You got a budget? They've got Toyotas that you want to drive. And here's the best part I appreciate. They keep it simple. No marathon sessions, no mystery math, just straight answers, real numbers, and a team that respects.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since 08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the Reds. 3 straight walk-off
is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Maybe, just maybe, could be a potential arm that the White Sox could add without trading for later in the season down the stretch run here. So very good news there. Today's Marquette Bank player to bank on, rolling with Jordan Hicks. What a revelation he has been since returning from the injured list. Hicks now owns a 10-game scoreless streak since being reinstated back on June 21st. Jordan Hicks has allowed only 3 hits in 9 2/3 scoreless frames while striking out 17 and only walking 2. That, my friends, is an 8.5 to 1 strikeout to walk ratio and a 0.52 whip. Flat out nasty. I think I might just start calling Hicks Mr. Zero, and you better watch your back, Grant Taylor, because Jordan Hicks is coming for the title of Will Venable's most trusted dominant arm in the White Sox pen. Look out. Who Are You Banking On is brought to you by Chicagoland's neighborhood bank, Marquette Bank, here for all your home financing needs. Love where you bank. That, folks, is going to wrap up this edition of the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show. I'm Jeff Meller, and in 2 minutes, Len Casper and Darren Jackson will join us live from the Bell Tire broadcast booth to bring you every pitch of game number 2 of 3 between the White Sox and Rangers at Globe Life Field. It's coming your way next right here on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Waddle, good news. I finally broke 100.
Well, that's cute.
Cute?
Yeah, the new goal is breaking flight.
Breaking flight?
Yes, 95. Same number as the calories in a Yingling Flight beer.
So you're telling me that my golf score still isn't low enough?
Well, not if you want to keep up with flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, my friend.
Great, another goal to chase.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Enjoy responsibly.
When you walk into any one of our 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why. They're the king of fresh produce. Then you go further in, find true fan favorites like Nathan's Famous Franks, serving America delicious 100% beef franks for over 100 years, marrying 2 of America's greatest pastimes, baseball and hot dogs. Pete's Market and Nathan's Beef Franks knock it right out the park. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into an Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins, you're not getting a runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Hodgkins and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together. Let's drive.
Hey, it's your buddy Tom Waddle here. You know, I've taken a few hits in my day.
Gorman ahead in the count. Cardinals down 5. Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen.
You know, that was a pretty easy swing by Gorman, and that ball went way over the Cardinals bullpen in right field. He has tremendous power.
Get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't. 443-foot shot by Nolan Gorman all over it. Deep right field for Gorman. He got all of it.
Baseball's brightest stars take the field for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Baseball brings us together.
Last time you guys went head-to-head, it was a little more stressful. This is a little more chill of a day.
This is much better. I can give Schneid's a big old hug.
All is right. Mike Trout is playing in the All-Star Game. And the Yankees have all 3 runs batted in.
Front door sinker's probably a bad idea, huh? Let's do it. Juan's got a look on his face like, man, that's nasty.
How about a 3-strikeout first inning?
Technology break.
In every voice rising from the crowd, there is hope.
Oh, what a play, Ernie Clement. Wow.
In every at-bat, the opportunity to take your swing and to write your place in history.
Wow, that ball is absolutely destroyed by Miguel Vargas. The American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star Game in 13 years.
Cody, congratulations on the 2026 All-Star Game MVP.
Been knocked out of first place in the American League West. They trail the Seattle Mariners by a half game. They're also 1.5 back in the wild card. The starting pitchers tonight, rookie left-hander Noah Schultz will get the ball for the White Sox. Right-hander Kamar Rocker will go for Texas. The Four Seasons Game Day weather report looks like this. It's 103 degrees outside, but we are playing under the roof here at Globe Life Field, so room temperature and a lovely night indoors. Schedule your Four Seasons AC tune-up today. Save $50 and enjoy a 1-year no-breakdown guarantee. Call today for peace of mind from your trusted local experts for all the right reasons. Call 866-4-SEASONS. The Sox injury report is delivered by Postman Law. If you've been injured, call 844-POSTMAN. Others promise. Postman delivers. Catcher Kyle Teal has been placed on the 10-day IL with a high left ankle sprain. He is expected to be out 6 to 12 weeks, depending on his recovery. Edgar Caro is back from AAA Charlotte to replace Teal on the roster. Meanwhile, shortstop Colson Montgomery has a bruise on his right shin. He is day-to-day, might even be available to pinch hit tonight. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. And before we get started tonight, we'd like to pass along condolences to the family of longtime Sox security officer Tom Kelly, who passed away over the weekend. Tom worked for the White Sox for over 45 years, dating to old Comiskey Park. When we return to Texas, DJ will get us the lineups. Then we're ready for action. Sox and
describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city?
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
He's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. That'd be the way to pitch. Here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup, and the 1-2 pitch, he struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
Produce and meats. Shop Pete's, where fresh is done right. Here's Will Venable's batting order for tonight. Sam Antonacci starts things off, followed by Munetaka Murakami and Miguel Vargas. Heart of the lineup is Braden Montgomery, the DH Andrew Benintendi, and then Tristan Peters. Close it out with Chase Mydroth, Luis Angel Acuna, and Drew Romo. There's a Costa Ivone pitching profile. Right-hander Kumar Rocker goes tonight with a record of 2-8 with a 4.40 earned run average. As a starter, he has struggled a bit. He's 1-8 in 16 starts with a 4.89 earned run average. He's pitched a couple of games in relief. Diaz behind the plate for him with Osuna, Cawley, and Nimmo from left field to right field. From third to first, it's Young, Duran, Foscue, and Berger. Skip Schumacher is the skipper for the Texas Rangers. He starts things off with his DH tonight, Wyatt Langford. That's right behind him, Justin Foscue, and then Josh Young. 4, 5, and 6, Brandon Nimmo, Jake Berger, Ezekiel Duran. 7, 8, 9's Cam Cawley, Elias Diaz, and Alejandro Osuna. Left-hander Noah Schultz goes for your Sox tonight. 3 wins, 6 losses, and a 5.60 earned run average this season. Last time out, it's against the A's before the break. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits, picking up a win. Romo behind the plate with Antonacci, Peters, and Braden Montgomery in the outfield. From third to first, Vargas, Acuna, Mydroth, and Murakami. Will Little is the home plate umpire. Ryan Willis at first base. Lance Barksdale, the crew chief, at second, and Ryan Addington, the third base umpire. Raid is a proud partner of your 26 Sox. The Raid app gives Chicago fans an all-in-one wellness app with tools to build financial strength and guidance for fitness and stress management. Feel better, live better, play better. Download the Raid app today. And head to the ballpark Friday, July 24th. The White Sox take on the Astros at 6:40. Catch the White Sox in their iconic City Connect uniforms. Plus, stick around for a post-game fireworks show presented by Prairie Farms. And Sox fans, the 27 schedule is out. Secure your spot with a 27 ticket plan today. Be there for the biggest matchups, including Cubs, Yankees, and opening day. It's Thursday, April 1st against the Brewers. Plus, exciting new promotions. To secure your ticket plan and view the full schedule, visit whitesox.com/2027. Let's go. Let's bring in my partner with the play-by-play. Here's Len Casper. All right, thanks, DJ, and great to have you with us. Our look at the White Sox uniforms, driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota, new owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. Sox are staying with the look that's been good for them the last couple of days. Black jerseys, gray pants. Rangers in their home white uniforms. And they're facing right-hander Kumar Rocker for the second time in as many seasons. You may remember last year in this ballpark, he faced the White Sox for the first time, battled cramping, and got through 5 scoreless innings. I don't know how he got through it, but he did and got the win.
That's not the guy we want to see tonight, Len.
Sam Antonacci will lead things off. He was a spark plug last night. 2 hits, a walk, drove in a run, scored twice. The first pitch of the ball game misses low on a cutter. And we are off and running. It's 102 degrees outside with the roof closed. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled straight back on a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Rocker has a very slow slider, not typical. It's the speed of a curveball basically, but breaks like a slider. So that's really his number 1 pitch. You got to hit everything else when he makes a mistake with it.
1-1 to Sam is fouled in the air back into the seats. 19th appearance, 17th start. Rocker twice has pitched behind an opener this season. And he's coming off a bad one 10 days ago against Houston. In 5 2/3 gave up 7 runs, 3 homers. He added a half run to his ERA in that outing. The 1-2. Antonacci fouls on the ground behind the plate on that slow slider at 78.
So pretty typical, right? You got Antonacci up there seeing pitches. Counts 1 and 2, but he is a guy that can foul off the tough ones and just keep going.
Murakami waits on deck. The motion and the pitch. Low and outside. 2-2. You mentioned a slow slider. He kind of has a slow windup.
Yes.
Brings his hands up over his head. And the 2-2. Fouled again. Sam's making the starter work just like he did with DeGrom last night.
Well, they really pinch up the middle with the third baseman playing more than straight up at shortstop, more toward the middle of the infield with the shortstop playing as straight up as can be behind the pitcher's mound.
Another 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. Gloved over there by Berger. He'll take it to the bag. Rocker, kind of a late break off the mound, but Jake took it by himself. 1 batter, 1 out. Here is Murakami. A broadcast booth brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. Mooney still sitting on 20 home runs. He hit those before he went on the injured list. And the first pitch is a called strike on a slider.
This might be about the speed of guy that he needs to see to get back in the home run groove.
1 for 3 last night. He walked twice. Swing and a miss. And it's a 2-strike count on Murakami. The third baseman, Young, will back up. And again, they bunch the middle on the left side of the infield. Rocker's 0-2. It's way high. 1-2. We mentioned in the open, the Sox are season best 7 games above 500. 53-46. 1-2 is high, and it's now even.
Rocker, the number 3 pick in the first round of the draft of 2022. out of Vanderbilt. He was a star for them in the college ranks.
College teammate of Jack Leiter. Tommy John surgery in 2023. Murakami takes low, and the count is full. This is only his 36th career appearance.
Career record of 6 wins, 15 losses, ERA just under 5 at 4.88.
The 3-2 pitch. Slider is low, and Murakami draws a walk.
Well, that's a good battle back. You know what? I don't know if I should word it like that, battle back. Good job laying off of pitches that weren't strikes, because in the end it came down to Rocker did that. He did not throw strikes.
It's Murakami's 52nd walk. Vargas leads the team with 56, and Miguel now at home plate. And Murakami now has walked in 7 consecutive games. Vargas pops it up. Shallow right, long run over by the second baseman, Foscue. He'll make the catch just in fair territory, and his momentum carried him into foul ground. Murakami holds at first, 2 outs.
Well, you mentioned 7 straight games by walk he's reached, so that's something for Murakami, even though he hasn't really put together his swing yet.
He's walked in every game since coming off the IL, except for the first game back.
I'd rather you say he's hit in every game since he's... I want that. We need that bat.
Braden Montgomery with 2 outs. First pitch is a strike. He's got a modest but career best 5-game hitting streak. And he's in the cleanup spot with no Colson Montgomery tonight. Olsen could be available potentially in a pinch hit spot later. 0-1, hit hard on the ground, knocked down by Berger. He'll have time to pick up the ball off the dirt and step on first base. The ball is hit hard, but a good goaltender-like play by Jake Berger. And the Sox do not score. After a half from Texas, White Sox nothing. Rangers coming up on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
It's Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas, that baby got out of here in a jiffy.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Let's go.
Rookie lefty Noah Schultz faces Wyatt Langford, the DH, leading off for Texas. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Noah facing the Rangers for the first time, and a swing and a miss on a fastball at 94 miles an hour. If you believe in the stats, that's going to be a good pitch for him tonight. I'll tell you why in a second. Langford, a right-hand hitter, waits and swings and softly lines for a base hit into left on a changeup. Leadoff single for Langford. Opponents are hitting 161 against Noah Schultz's four-seam fastball this year, and the Rangers as a team hit 215 against that pitch, worst in the majors.
Well, that's where you don't like to see the changeup be the one that's already been used and been hit.
Justin Foscue, the second baseman, stands in. And he fouls on the screen on a heater. He's hitting .322 against left-handed pitching. Noah stands 6'10", 240 pounds, 22 years old, making his 12th major league start. And he misses high on a cutter.
Rangers pretty good against left-handers, a record of 13-10.
Short lead by Langford. Here's the pitch. Foscue takes a strike on a change of pace. 1-2 on the Rangers' second baseman. Schultz ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three on the four-seam fastball.
One you were asking about, and that's the one you received at the right time. That's 94-mile-an-hour fastball from him. He averages 95 on the pitch, so he's not quite warmed up yet. He's taken after Sean Burke.
The batter is Josh Young, the third baseman. Runner on first, one out. Ground ball foul. Rangers base coaches. Travis Jankowski, the ex-White Sox, over at first base. He retired and immediately joined the Rangers staff. Corey Ragsdale's over at third. The 0-1 swung on and fouled. That one banged off the mask of Drew Romo. Edgar Caro is here and backing up Romo tonight. If you missed it earlier, Kyle Teal with a high left ankle sprain will be out 6 to 12 weeks. Hopefully closer to 6 than 12, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the end, for his sake. I mean, enough's enough. He's just got himself back into the routine and physically fit from his previous injuries, and now you have that set him back again.
The 0-2 outside on his backdoor sweeper. 1-2 on Josh Young, batting .293 with a .360 on base percentage. He's got that high back elbow in his stance, and he hits a bouncer toward right. Mydroff's going to pick it up and throw in time. What a play! I didn't think he had a shot at getting Josh Young. He was shaded up the middle. And that ball was not hit hard at all, and Chase got there and got rid of it in a flash.
Yeah, I agree. Thought there was absolutely no chance from the high vantage point that we have. We could see that play coming together, and it looked like for sure he was not going to get rid of it quick enough, but boy, did he.
I'm not sure that ball, I mean, it hit the back of the glove, but I don't think it stayed. I think he almost just batted the ball from his glove to his throwing hand. What a play. Runner at second, 2 outs. And it brings up Brandon Nimmo. And he hits a fly ball deep toward the corner in left. Back on it, Antonacci, and it's gone. Sam made a leaping attempt at the fence. He couldn't get it. And Nimmo has a 2-run opposite way homer. And it's 2-0 Texas in the first.
That's the first home run that Noah has allowed to a left-hander this year. They came in hitting just 147 against him.
Well, it was on a four-seam fastball.
So the pitch they've struggled with overall as a club. You know those numbers, but you got to remember who the individuals are that don't struggle on that pitch as well. But that was right there for him to get the arms extended. Good effort by Antonacci. You mentioned he ran out of room.
10th homer for Nimmo. His third against the lefty. He's been pretty good against left-handed pitchers. Curve is low on Jake Berger. The Sox came from behind, erased a 2-0 deficit last night. They'll have to do the same to win tonight. Jake takes a strike on a curve.
You know how it goes. Yeah, come back. But you got to hold the opponent right where they are.
Schultz on a 1-1. Berger fouls another one off the mask of Romo.
Romo taking a licking and keep on ticking here early.
If the Sox win tonight's game, Walner Law makes a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8-million. Walner Law. Win with Walner. A 1-2 to Berger. Hit hard on the ground, picked up by Mydroth. He's got time. He'll get it to first. Rangers get a couple, leadoff single, and then 3 batters later, a 2-run homer from Brandon Nimmo. It's 2-zip Texas after.
On the ground and back it up. Bichette. He will 2-hop it over, and he is able to get Bohm. Looks at the wall. It's gone. Into the trees for the 9-hole hitter, Francisco Alvarez.
Strike 3 called inside corner to end the inning. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings.
Beatty swings and drives one right field to the wall. He'll turn and watch it fly. Brett Beatty, a solo home run, gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. To left, Marsh going back, it's over his head. He turns and it's gone. It snuck over the railing and left. Francisco Alvarez with his 2nd home run of the game. The Mets have clipped Nola twice in the inning.
Off the bat of Trey Turner, deep to left field, and that ball is gone. Home run for Trey Turner, number 11 on the year.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
Down 2-0, top 2. Andrew Benintendi had the game-winning RBI on Sunday and again last night. Leads off against Rocker. First pitch, cutter, strike. Benintendi was pretty happy after the game. It was his first career hit against Jacob deGrom. Swing and a miss. On a slider, 0-2 on Benintendi, who's now driven in 50 runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 3, and Rocker's got his first punch out.
Okay, grab your friends and head to the park for Miller Lite Baseball and Brews. You get a ticket and 2 beers starting at $24. You must be 21 and over with a valid ID. Get your tickets at whitesox.com/brews.
Now Tristan Peters up to the 6th spot. Slider is outside with no Teal. And tonight, no Colson Montgomery. Rocker lets it go. He's swinging a fly ball out into right. Fairly deep, but it'll be handled by Nimmo in front of the warning track. 2 outs in the second, 2-0 Texas. Walking up is Chase Mydroth.
Tristan Peters, the guy that started the year as the bunt master general, has not thought about those anymore. He feels his swing's good enough to where he can deposit some in the seats, get the extra bases. He's proven that he can do that. He has 21 doubles, 3 triples, and 6 homers.
Called strike to Chase. The pitch. Grounded to third. Backhanded play by Young. And he'll throw across the green, and he gets him at first base. That's a quick 1-2-3 for Rocker after an inning and a half from Texas. Rangers.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Baseball Network.
Ezekiel Duran, the shortstop, leads off the Texas second. Rangers 2, White Sox nothing. Noah Schultz exclusively out of the stretch. First pitch is a high fastball. Cleveland leads Minnesota 3-2, bottom of the 6th, game 2 of 4. Guardians won in blowout fashion last night. Pitch is inside. Sox lead by a game in the division at the moment. Vargas at third, about even with the bag. Now he's going to back up a few steps. The pitch being delivered, and it's hit on a hop to the shortstop, backhanded by Acuna, and he'll throw to first in time.
Acuna kind of makes it look routine and easy out there when it's not. You talked about the series he had right before the All-Star break, and he's really coming into his own, feeling confident all around on the field.
Now Cam Cauley playing center field in there for Carter. Cauley, a right-hand batter. And fastball is over for a strike. White Sox have been getting great pitching of late, going into tonight as a staff 1.91 ERA over the last 9 games. Ground ball, diving stop by Vargas, but it just trickles past him. And by the time he picked it up, Cauley was already at first. It's a base hit.
Well, the good news is it's not 2 bases, because that's what it was destined to be initially. Great reaction and effort by the third baseman Vargas just to get a glove on it, keep it close, and hold him to a single.
A great point. There's always a value in keeping that ball on the infield. Here's Elias Diaz, the catcher. They put Kyle Higashioka on the IL just before the game. Sweeper is outside. He has a flexor strain. And Austin Wynns has joined their roster. Wynns faced the White Sox with the A's early in the year and then later with the Braves. So this is his 3rd team this season. Fastball is outside.
Catchers, right?
Always find work.
They are needed. Experienced backup catchers. It's like the one job in the game where you're like, oh yeah, I can still play. Go to the minor leagues. I'll be in the big leagues soon.
2-0, and it's pulled foul into the White Sox dugout.
Not many catchers are going to go unscathed through the year. Most are going to end up with some injuries because of a foul ball, bad luck, anything.
Two and one to Diaz, the pitch. He hits a pop fly into shallow right. Braden Montgomery will call off Mydroth and make the play for the second out. A reminder, when we see ABS challenges, a second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Here's Alejandro Osuna playing left. Rangers out of first place for the first time in 12 days with their loss last night, and the Mariners winning against the Reds. First pitch from Schultz is low. Mariners will be here this weekend for a big 4-game series. Runner takes off. There's a swing and a bounding ball to the second baseman, Mydroth. He'll throw to first, inning over. After two from Texas, Rangers 2, Sox nothing. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Every day, hardworking men and women build our roads, our offices, our homes, but you don't see the silent.
Baker gathers it in, and the AL in a shutout. The American League has now claimed 11 of the last 13 All-Star games.
Vargas sends one deep to left, and a no doubt about it, Vargas' second deck bomb.
His father was an absolute stud in Cuba, and now he just homered in the All-Star game.
Baez grounds one towards the middle. Backhand stab by Clement. Heaves a throw and gets him. Wow. Ernie Clement, who's known more for his bat, shows off the glove right here, John.
What a play.
And the American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star game in 13 years.
Tough night for the National League hitters.
That's the 15th strikeout. Two-run single, Cody Bellinger. And the American League gets to Sanchez here in the first.
Cody Bellinger, the Ted Williams MVP. There you go, Cody. Congrats. Enjoy it. The Sox third. Against Kamar Rocker, who has not allowed a run to the White Sox in a couple of starts, including tonight. Cutter is outside, ball one. Acuna working hard on his batting average. It's up to 247, and he's been doing it without playing every day. 1-0, misses outside.
Had the magic wand last night with the infield drawn in. He got a little jam shot, fought it off the other way, and basically landed on the infield dirt over the first baseman's head. Drove in 2 runs.
A 2-0 pitch. He takes it all the way. It's a strike. How good has he been? 413 over his last 26 games.
He's found a way to get hits. Not crushing it all the time, but getting his hits. Speed helps.
He swings and hits a chopper to the shortstop. And the throw to first is just in time. Duran had to hurry, and he just beat Acuna. You mentioned that speed, and he almost beat out an infield hit.
Yep, it was close, but it did look like they just got him. Acuna tried to call himself safe, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, he was out, but he was about as safe as you can be when you're out.
As they would say, his foot was hoovering over the bag.
Now, Drew Romo, whose playing time should increase quite a bit with Teal out. Batting left-handed, he takes down and in on a slider. Batting just 134. He does have 5 home runs. He hit a double last night. And he takes outside. If you missed the manager's show, Will Venable talked about Romo's really good work with the pitching staff. He has caught the White Sox last 4 shutouts.
Okay, there's something with that.
And he fouls right behind home plate.
Making the life easier for the pitchers. If you're in sync with the pitcher as a catcher, just make it easier for them not to have to think as you are thinking with them. Oh, yeah, they can show with their deliveries and their success.
The 2-1 from Rocker. And this is high and outside. 3-1 on Romo. 2-0 Rangers. Sox still without a hit. 1 base runner. That was Murakami on a first inning walk.
Romo calling timeout on a 3-1 count because you can tell he wants to really get his focus on this pitch. Look for his pitch and don't miss it.
Here it comes. And he swings. It's a pop fly into shallow left, and it'll be run down by Osuna. Just a little too much hang time. Looking for a bloop hit. And it is denied. That'll bring up Antonacci with 2 outs.
Hey, join us in the ballpark Monday, July 27th at 6:40 for Christmas in July. Presented by Core Deck. Receive a Christmas-themed White Sox t-shirt when you purchase a specially priced ticket. With limited availability, get your tickets at prepaid parking at whitesox.com/promos.
First pitch to Antonacci is an outside sinker at 96. Third baseman hugging the line. That's Young. And he's in at the cutout area. 1-0 is slap foul. He pulled that one down the first base line. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. The 1-1. Slider a little low. 2-1.
I mentioned Rocker's delivery back in the first inning. Just very slow, wind up and very deliberate, and can mess with the timing of the hitter a bit.
The 2-1. Swung on and missed on a high fastball.
Best fastball he's thrown thus far, I believe. That was at 96.
Young just moved about 45 feet from on the line and in at third to out near shortstop. Sinker low. Full count. Framber Valdez got knocked out in the first inning tonight at Wrigley Field. The Tigers are down 6-0 in the second inning. The 3-2 check swing, strike 3. Sam slams his bat down in disgust. Second K for Rocker. Rangers will bat in the bottom of the third, leading 2-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel
Will Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book. It's ridiculous what he does.
Noah Schultz first pitch is hit in the air by Wyatt Langford out in the deep left center, and it will be caught by Tristan Peters. One quick out, and that will bring up Foscue, who struck out in the first inning. Rangers lead on a 2-run blast by Brandon Nimmo in the first. Foscue looks at a strike, 95 on a fastball. Schultz's last start before the break was very good. 5 innings, 1 run, no walks, and a 9-1 win over the A's. A week ago Sunday, Foscue takes inside.
Well, if all he allows is that home run in the first, and he gives us 5 or 6 innings, there we go. It's another good outing, but we got to get him some offense going.
There's a foul on a changeup at home plate.
Bounced up and hit Foscue, I believe, in the face off of the plate.
Took his helmet off and wincing in pain. Hit him in the right cheek.
Yep. And like a baseball in the cheek to get your attention.
The face cheek.
Yeah. Either cheek. Trust me. Neither feels great.
Well, it's a radio. We have to be descriptive.
That's a good point. We did say right cheek. That was optional.
Stop being so cheeky. Fouled. Another one. Fouled off Romo.
His cheek. Anyway. Hey, take advantage of savings all summer long with our summer savings section. Score select lower level tickets starting at $20 on weekdays, $25 on weekends. To get your tickets, visit whitesox.com/section.
Ball and 2 strikes on Foscue with Young on deck. Schultz ready to work, and now Foscue still checking his face.
Now they're going to come and give him a little medical attention. Trainer has got a unique jog on the way out. That was different. Look at the San Diego Chicken running out there.
Hey, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox this season. Every time the Sox turn a double play at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. Foscue says, I'm good. Whether he actually is or not, still up for debate, but he's going to stay in and finish this at bat.
Well, somebody like Foscue gets a chance to start. He's not coming off the field unless absolutely mandatory.
He skies into center field. Peters
A little bit of a circular route. He'll make the catch. I like watching Peters, how he measures fly balls. He kind of leans in.
Yeah, that's his little thing, right? His tick. He kind of takes his left shoulder and kind of tilts it back toward the ground, right shoulder up a little bit. That's his little move.
2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Josh Young. Sinker strike, great spot on the outside corner. Young is now 28. He was an all-star in 2023. He fouls. In terms of his OPS right now, putting together a career year, he came in at 801. That all-star year, he hit 23 home runs and 25 doubles. And that was the year they won the World Series. The 0-2. Lined out into left center, a base hit. Peters over to cut it off. And keep Young to a long 2-out single.
Yeah, Texas kind of, they built a team to possibly win a World Series, and then they did. They had Simeon and Seager. They got Young here and Wyatt Langford. They had a lot of young talent with some experience to go with it, and they just put it all together.
Yeah, and they made a lot of those big money free agent deals prior to the 2022 season.
So the youth, the big money spend, and it worked out.
John Gray, they signed him to a big deal that offseason prior to 22 as well. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's Nimmo, who hit a home run to the corner and left in the first inning. And he takes outside on a cutter.
It's almost automatic. You mentioned he hit the home run, opposite field, fastball. You walk up there the next time, and in your mind as a hitter, you're like, he won't throw me that fastball again. And it wasn't. It was a cutter outside.
Flip over to first by Schultz is late to check on Young.
The problem is when you throw ball one to a guy that's already taking you deep, you're just helping him out. He's feeling more confident with the count.
The pitch. Nimmo hits a pop-up, shallow center, and it's a base hit. Peters will pick it up on a bounce and fire back into Acuna at second. Young will advance 2 bases to third. Nimmo's 2 for 2. And they're at the corners for Jake Berger.
Now remember, left-handers came in hitting 147, no home runs. Nimmo's 2 for 2 with a home run against Noah Schultz.
Pitcher and catcher will have a conversation.
And the ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps.
So Schultz against Berger. He's 0 for 1 tonight. I'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in on our affiliate in Michigan City, 95.9 FM. Two on, 2 out for Texas, 3rd inning. Berger takes outside, and we've got a challenge from Romo.
The catcher challenging the pitch.
And ABS says it was outside.
The ball. Chicago has 1 challenge remaining.
Over an inch out off the outside corner. The pitch. Big swing by Jake. He fouls back in on a play. Mentioned the White Sox pitching of late. It's been a big advantage. Brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy
Acura, Toyota, now Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. Throw to first, Nimmo back on his feet. Schultz comes set, kicks and fires, and a cutter is high and outside. We've got a night getaway tomorrow night, and the Sox have an off day on Thursday back home. Rangers will be off as well here. Swing and a miss on a curveball. And then they've got 4 games against Seattle, Friday through Monday. We call that a wraparound series.
Yep, going to be a challenging home series.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a line drive. That's trouble. Left field, and it's off the wall. Young scores. Nimmo to third. Berger's got a double. The only good news there is that it didn't leave the ballpark. It was a low liner, and it banged off the wall in left, and it's 3-0 Texas.
Well, you're right. I mean, it had some top hand on it, thank goodness. It was a sweeper. It was down and in, and he had previously not done anything with the pitch, so they came back with it. He was ready that time, laying in wait. Just missed a home run by a couple of feet.
The Berger with his 15th double. 3-0, and here's Duran with 2 in scoring position. 3 straight 2-out hits. And Duran takes a strike.
Second time through the lineup. Got to have something left in the tank that they're not familiar with, or at least you have to have a great sequence to get these guys out right now.
The pitch. Cutter is inside, and Duran held on a check swing.
And Noah, even though he's 6'10", he's got good extension, but not great extension for a tall body. And he's throwing about 94, 95.
The pitch. Grounded foul behind the plate on a changeup.
And 94, 95 generally from somebody that has great extensions, more like 97, 98. But it's pretty true with Noah. You look up and see that speed gun, you go, okay, he throws 94. You know you're accurate when you say that.
The pitch. Just missed. No, he got it. Late call by Will Little. Called strike 3. That pitch near the high outside corner. And that K brought to you by Circle K. Stop by Circle K for your game.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
Casino White Sox Network on Chicago's home for sports. ESPN Chicago.
Nothing Texas. We're in the fourth inning. Murakami leads off against Kamar Rocker. First pitch to Mune is lined into right, a base hit. Nemo will pick it up. Yeah, a little bobble there, but he'll get it back in. That's the first hit for the White Sox. And here comes Vargas. Nice controlled swing there by Mune. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Vargas takes high. Pitch. Front door slider, grab the inside corner. 1-1. Three nothing Rangers. Fourth inning. A 1-1. Look out, up and in on Vargas. I feel like teams do that a lot. He's ducking out of the way at least 2 or 3 times in a game.
Yeah, well, he is the guy that you don't want beating you, and you don't want him settled in and comfortable for sure. You and I had the conversation about team MVPs, and he's right at the list of the team MVP.
The 2-1 pitch hit in the air out of the center field. Collingwood back now is to come in and make a sliding catch. A really nice catch, but he kind of turned that into a more difficult play. 1 down.
Yeah, initially just didn't read it right off the bat. He's an infield outfielder, not just a natural center fielder, but obviously athletic enough to make the recovery on that one.
Here's Braden Montgomery. 10 runs driven in over his last 5 games. He hits a hard grounder. It's foul. Wide of first. And a lot of interesting wall angles in this ballpark, in fair and in foul territory. That field level seating. They have a diagonal sidewall that kind of juts out toward the foul line as you get near the pole. The pitch. Montgomery lines foul to left. So left field, that wall immediately goes out, and then it kind of turns back a little bit to the right, and it's fairly straight over past the bullpen. And another angle in front of the batter's eye, then a real stark angle in front of the right center bullpen.
It's a lot going on.
A lot. Fly ball, shallow left. It'll be the third baseman, Young. He got out there pretty quickly and made the catch. Nope, that's Durant.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it appears that Young's not out there.
Oh, you're right. So Durant is now third.
Yes. And Lopez is playing short.
So something going on with Josh Young. Sinker is low on Benintendi. So Young would have scored on the Berger double. I didn't see anything as he's crossed home plate. Obviously something's bothering him.
Yep.
Benintendi hits a chopper right to Foscue, and he'll lob it to first. Sox just can't seem to get much going against Rocker. Still early, though. We're in the fourth. 3-zip Texas on the Hard Rock Casino.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Guriel dog. That's a nice touch. Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newtbar fan. What a present for mom.
Oh my goodness, look at this guy.
Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah.
And I'm just shot putting it. There's nobody on base.
There's a little debate for Domo and Kim watching the replay together.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Bottom of the fourth. Cam Colley against Noah Schultz. 3-0 Texas. First pitch is inside. Colley reached on an infield hit in the second. A pitch. Hit in the air. Shallow right center. Montgomery in to make the grab. We've seen a lot of shallow outfield pop-ups in this game.
Yeah, you know, guys are trying to drive the ball, but they're getting beat just enough. And that particular pitch kind of got in on Colley, and he didn't get the barrel where it needed to be.
One down, it's Elias Diaz settling in. He's 0 for 1. And takes a strike.
Watching Diaz take batting practice today, was launching stuff way back in the second level and straightaway left field, just crushing balls. Big guy, 6'1", 225 pounds, and looks to me like he's trying to find a pitch to do just that, launch.
0-1, and he did, and he missed. Big home run swing, came up empty, 0-2. Got some weather on the East Coast, and the Pirates and Yankees were postponed, as were the Orioles and Red Sox. And if you're the Red Sox, you probably didn't want to postpone them, because they won 14 in a row.
Yeah, that's a bad omen for them, maybe. They want to keep playing.
0-2 pitch, hit on the ground, foul to third. Ranger Suarez was supposed to come off the IL tonight. That'll have to wait. Two strikes on the Texas catcher. The pitch. It's outside. We've got two catchers on the IL. Danny Jansen and now Kyle Higashioka.
It's a real thing. White Sox have one on the IL now.
The pitch. Fouled. Minnesota trailing 5-2 at Cleveland as they'll bat in the 8th inning. The 1-2 from Noah Schultz. Just off the outside corner. It was close on a fastball. 2-2. Everybody deep on the infield except for Murakami at first base. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. Left field corner, base hit. Antonacci will play the carom off the wall, and it'll be a routine double.
for Elias Diaz. Diaz stayed alive long enough to finally get the one to his liking. Fastball right down the middle.
Batter now, Osuna. Runner at second, one out, 3-0 Texas. He shows bunt and takes a strike. This is not a bunting spot. It's one out.
You'd think not, but in today's baseball, who knows? Who knows? The game, the way it was taught when I played, was definitely you would never think about bunting here.
The 0-1 is blooped toward left, and it's a fair ball. Base hit. Good read by Diaz. He's going to score. Alejandro Osuna with just a little looping liner in the left field. And it's 4-0 Texas.
Well, there you have it. That's why you don't bunt with a man in scoring position, because just making contact can turn into something special, as it did there for Osuna.
Every ball in play seems to be finding a hole here for Texas. That's 8 hits. Noah hasn't had a ton of swings and misses tonight, and it has come back to bite him. Wyatt Langford is batting.
Dangerous at bat right now. Third time through the lineup, starts now. And it's a guy that's looking for a ball to drive.
The pitch called strike. Blue Jays continue to struggle. They're down 8-0 at home against the Rays in the 6th. The pitch inside on a fastball. Toronto in last place in the AL East. They were beaten 7-1 last night. Lost 2 of 3 to the White Sox to open the second half. The pitch is low. It's 2-1.
Wild and wacky world of baseball this year.
The pitch low again, 3-1. Yeah, you feel like might start to see a little separation in terms of the playoff and division races, but starting play today, Tampa Bay with a 1.5 lead in the East. White Sox 1-game lead in the Central. Texas a half game out behind Seattle in the West. That's how tight it is. 3-1 is fouled. A little different story in the NL. The closest race is the East. Phillies 3 behind Atlanta. Milwaukee with a 7-game lead, and the Dodgers 11.5 ahead of the field in the West.
Again, interesting. As you've got some close races, some boat races. It's hot teams, cold teams.
3-2 runner goes. Fly ball center field. It'll be Peters to make the catch. And Osuna will head back to first. That's out number 2.
Fans, be there on Friday, August 7th. The White Sox take on the Guardians at 6:40. Then stick around after the game for a post-game concert featuring JUL, presented by Coca-Cola. Exclusive on-field passes are on sale now with limited availability. Get your tickets at whitesox.com/concert.
Here's Foscue. He takes inside on a sweeper. Still have not heard on what happened with Josh Young. We're awaiting word from the Texas clubhouse why he came out of the game. The pitch is inside. They can ill afford to lose him. And one of their better offensive players.
Yeah, these are the times of the year where you don't want players going down. Right before trade deadlines, you're in the race. I mean, decisions need to be made. If the guy's on the IL, what do you have available down below? Do you have to go get somebody to continue to battle for the top of the division? I just want everybody healthy at all times.
The 2-0 pitch. Foscue takes a strike. They're already without their shortstop, Corey Seager. He's played in just 51 games this season. The 2-1. Line, base hit, left center. And Osuna's on his way toward third. Here's the throw by Antonacci, and it's late. Single for Foscue, and they're at first and third. That's the 9th Texas hit.
Yeah, they've had at least one in every inning, but they had 2 in the first, and one of them was a 2-run home run. They had an infield single in the second, 3 more hits in the third, and they have 3 more hits in this fourth. Stacking them up.
Zach Bove out to talk things over. We might see some activity in the White Sox bullpen. A reminder, White Sox double plays always brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader, and a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com. In years past, it would kind of already feel like the White Sox were teetering on the brink of being out of the game. The pitch is high to Nicky Lopez. I don't feel that way because of this offense. It's 4-0. You don't want to let them get any more. It doesn't feel at all like this game is over. It's only the 4th inning. Lopez taps foul, 1-1.
And I've been accustomed now this year to saying exactly that. This team can come back, but you got to hold them right there. Sometimes the momentum just keeps going in one direction, and you don't want to get out of hand. But, you know, I still get that gut-wrenching feeling when our offense isn't clicking yet. We have 1 hit, and that's it.
Pitch low.
Drives me crazy. These are the moments I'm like, oh, come on, guys, get your hits. Rocker is 1-8 with a almost 5 earned run average coming in as a starter, and he's shutting us down. We have a walk and a hit.
The pitch low. 3-1 on Nicky Lopez. These guys are from the same area, Naperville and Aurora. There's a swing and a base hit, liner into center. Acuna couldn't get it on a leaping attempt. A run scores, and it's now 5-0.
Lopez in his first at bat. He's been a good hitter for them since joining this team. He's hitting well over 300. Just pushed that into center field. A little jam shot slicer into center field for the RBI single.
They got 2 in the first, failed to score in the second, 1 in the third, 2 here in the fourth. And the Sox will get somebody up quickly in the bullpen. Nimmo takes outside. 5-zip Rangers. Trevor Richards, the rubber band man.
That's obvious. Seems to be ready to go all the time.
First and second, 2 home. Nimmo fouls. 1-1.
Think back to when Noah first arrived, popping that fastball in the upper 90s. Now he sits about 94. I think that's a big difference for his success. Also for his command. At 94, he commands the ball better, throws more strikes. When he's reaching back for a little extra, he's a little more erratic.
Nimmo takes low and away on a breaking ball.
it's 2-1. He hit a 2-run homer in the first. He singled in the third. Nimmo, a guy who gets hit by a lot of pitches, a little bit like Sam Antonacci. He's been hit 93 times in his career. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Career high 22 plunkings back in 2018. That led the major leagues that year. I would hope so. A 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball banged off the... Nope, I guess fouled. Went off the shin pad, I believe, of Romo, but he first caught the bat, so it's still 2-2.
Romo went chasing after that like it was strike 3. If it's a foul ball, you don't catch it, it's just a dead ball.
Another 2-2. Here it comes. Fouled straight down in the left-handed batter's box. In fact, Nimmo almost tripped over it. Foscue at second, Lopez at first. 2 outs, 4th inning. The pitch. Fouled again, this one off his front foot.
Boy, that's the thing, right? He's throwing some good pitches. That's a good pitch, 95 on the hands, but as you mentioned, he's not getting many swings and misses. Balls are put in play or they're fouling them off.
Schultz sitting at 79 pitches made. Here's number 80. There's a base hit on the ground into left field. Foscue stopping at third. And the bases are loaded.
Antonacci doing what he's supposed to. Got to it quickly. That just forces the third base coach to have to slam on the brakes. Swing by Nimmo was by design to go the other way. You can see it. He was aiming that direction.
We've got a pitching change. Schultz allowing.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play.
Into the game, it's 5-0 Texas. He's facing Jake Berger with the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Rangers have 7 hits with 2 outs tonight. We've got a pitch com issue.
So a typical thing when guys come in, they need to replace the pitch comms. While they're doing that, hey, listen up. You can put it on the bar. Yes. Trace Agave's Organic Tequila wants to deck you out in some White Sox gear. Visit your favorite Chicago area retailer or the Trace Agave's Tequila Bar in center field to scan to enter for a chance to win White Sox City Connect gear. Trace Agave's Productos, LLC, St. Helena, California. Please drink responsibly.
Hey. All right, we've got the technology sorted out. Richards stretches. And pitches to Berger. And he pulls one way foul into the upper deck in deep left.
Yeah, you would just think automatically, Jake Berger is a big, strong home run hitter. He's looking to hit a bases-loaded home run.
The 0-1 foul. He cued that one. It was a changeup. It looked like it hit the very end of the bat. And it ended up on the screen behind the plate.
Jake, power all directions. Matter of fact, center fielder Peters is shading them towards right center field. Antonacci plays fairly shallow for the power of Berger.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three on a changeup to end the inning. But the Rangers add a couple more to their lead. We go to the fifth. It's 5-0 Texas. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Door brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
Welcome back to our Bell Tire broadcast booth. We're in Texas at Globe Life Field. It's the fifth inning. Tristan Peters against Kamar Rocker, who's working with a 5-0 cushion. And Peters takes outside on a changeup. Sox have been held to one hit. That was a Murakami leadoff single in the fourth.
Well, it's go time. It's time to chip away at that deficit.
Peters fouls upstairs.
Rocker is not overpowering. I mean, he sits about 95 with the fastball topping out.
Peters slaps a grounder foul. Rocker is a Georgian native. You mentioned third overall pick in the 22 draft. Out of Vanderbilt. He's 26.
He's a big guy, 6'5", 245 pounds. That draft, number 1 overall was Jackson Holliday.
One ball and 2 strikes. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 3.
That's his best chance of putting you away, in my opinion, is that slider. It's just a lot slower than you anticipate.
Third strikeout for Rocker. And the batter is Mydrock. Only his second at bat. Third baseman is in. That's Young, Duran, rather, called strike. Here's the pitch. It's fouled. Or the inside kind of got in on his handle.
Well, if you'd talked about it yesterday that Hey, you got DeGrom, you got Rocker. You'd be thinking, oh, it's going to be tough against DeGrom. We'll get to Rocker. It's the other way around.
Baseball. Swing and a line drive out into left, and it is caught. Osuna went back, then had to come in to make the catch.
Hey, you're right. I mean, this game is fickle in so many ways. I remember a time in San Diego, we were facing a pitcher by the name of Mo Sanford. Scouting report, this guy can't throw strikes, wait him out, be patient. I think he struck out like 12 that day, threw nothing but strikes, and we looked at the coaches and go, nice scouting report. We had no chance.
Acuna takes a strike. What I love about that is just blame the scouting report.
Well, you know, in the end, you go up there early in the game saying, okay, I'm supposed to wait this guy out. It's 0-2.
Acuna fouls.
And what happens from there is, well, guess what? He has a little confidence because he's gone through the lineup and nobody's done diddly poo-poo against him. And next thing you know, he's like, hey, I can shut these guys down.
The 0-2 fouled. Well, one thing you know of the guys in the major leagues, he's always got a chance, right? There's a reason he's here.
Yes.
Despite the numbers at this level.
Well, there might have been a few guys on the Sox roster 2 years ago. That might not be true.
The 0-2 is fouled.
We had some names never to be heard from again that made it to the big league team that year, but we had about 90 guys run through with a chance to play here.
Two strikes on Acuna. 2 outs, nobody on the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Rocker is mowing them down. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 5-0 Texas on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
At Bell Tire, we do tires, but we don't stop there.
He's aboard ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin last year, the first 30-30 season in D-backs history.
Corbin Carroll lines it to right. And it's off the wall. Marte coming around. Corbin Carroll, he's going the distance. He's going for speed.
94 down and in right in his wheelhouse. Thought that ball had a chance to get out of here off the bat, but it hits at the base of the fence out there. And then one of our favorite things to watch, Corbin Carroll legging out a triple.
High in the air to right. Carpenter back to the track. He's back to the wall. And it's gone.
Halfway home to the cycle for Corbin Carroll. It's his first of the year, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks to the bottom of the 2nd.
Breaking ball down and in slider, battling, trying to locate that pitch. And that's not where you want to throw it to a lefty, especially when that lefty's named Corbin Carroll. 2 big blasts.
Aside for this one and ask, which relief pitcher do you trust the most? Options.
Let us have them.
Alrighty, we've got Sean Newcomb, we've got Sir Anthony Dominguez, we have Brian Hudson, and we have Jordan Hicks.
Got to be Newcomb for me.
I'm going to go with that's what the fans will say as well.
Jeff?
69% agree with Len and DJ. I went with Jordan Hicks, 8%.
He's been great. Yep. Duran takes outside from Trevor Richards, who's also pitched really well of late. The pitch. Low on a changeup. got a 186 over his last 20 appearances.
Well, like you said, he's been great.
Fastball strike, low outside corner.
You know, and again, we've talked about it multiple times. It's about sequencing when it comes to Richards, how to use that changeup, how to set it up.
Strike called, 2-2.
He's just throwing that fastball like a little dart right now, right on the edge of the strike zone at the knees, away.
The set and the pitch inside on a fastball.
That almost looked like it was by design. For him to be pinpoint with the previous two pitches, and then that one was basically right at his hip. Almost as if he was trying to set this pitch up on 3-2. Don't know if that's the case, but it looked like it.
Full count on Duran. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch out in front of a changeup. He fouled it down.
Not even close to being a strike either. That was way down below the knees.
Another 3-2. Whacked on a line out into the alleyway in right center. That'll roll to the 374 marker. And Duran's going to stop at second with a leadoff double.
18th double of the year for him. That was a bullet. It looked like another pitch that tried to work down and away. Actually, it was up and away, right about thigh high.
Here's Cam Cauley.
They'll be trying to move the runner along, even though they're leading comfortably right now. They'll stay up the middle the other way.
Shows bunt, and he takes a high slider.
Forget it. He said, trying to swing and hit it the other way or up the middle. I'll put down the bunt and make sure I get it done.
Cauley, a Texas native. He was born in Houston. Takes outside on a fastball, ball 2. Drew Romo from the Houston area. Born in California, but went to the Woodlands, Texas high school. Called strike. Randall Grichuk. His hometown not too far from Houston.
They always talk about Texas, the great state of football, high school football in particular. Great state for baseball as well. A lot of tremendous players out of this state.
Richards on a 2-1. Here it is. Again, Cauley shows bunt. He takes a low one. It's 3-1.
I think you'll get this one quick. But the biggest name out of Texas that you can think of in baseball.
The biggest name? Well, Nolan Ryan.
There you go.
The 3-1 will have to wait. Richards fakes to second.
Right behind him would be probably Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens. Current vintage, Bobby Witt Jr.
Yes.
The pitch. High, and he walked him. In case you're wondering, Hall of Famers born in Texas.
Oh, there's
Ryan. Yeah. Rogers Hornsby. Greg Maddux was born in Texas. Biz Mackey, Joe Morgan, Tris Speaker.
Doesn't count.
Frank Robinson, Willie Wells, Ernie Banks.
Doesn't count.
Eddie Matthews.
A lot of them were born here, but they didn't grow up here. We know that the roots for the first two names we mentioned, they were born here and stayed here, lived here, still do.
So first and second, with no outs, Drew Romo needs a new pitch-com device. I believe that'll be the second one here in the last 2 innings.
Okay.
Busy night for the bat boy.
Sometimes when you do the deep dive and the research of the best players out of certain areas, and then it comes down the most players out of any particular high school that played the big leagues, I believe, is out of the Dominican. One particular high school, and San Pedro might be the one location.
Elias Diaz takes a strike.
And then some schools out in California.
Hart High School comes to mind.
If you go back in time, there's some from actual L.A.
There's a bunt toward first. Murakami's going to pick it up and was going to tag Diaz, but he vacated the baseline and is out. Sacrifice, moving the 2 runners up.
Well, one thing we're seeing is Texas isn't taking it for granted that the White Sox aren't going to put on a mad rush offensively. We're in the 5th inning of this game, and they are making sure to move everybody up that they can.
Will Venable out to the mound. We've got a pitching change. Second and third, 1 out, bottom 5. 5-0 Texas on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Construction season is here in Chicagoland. Commercial Tire Service is ready to keep your crews moving. Family owned and operated since 1989, they bring over 30.
You know you need to get 5 innings in. Watch how quickly Blue Jays hitters swing.
Here's Griffin. There's one swing to be very quickly followed by another. Well, you said they'd swing at almost everything. Well, that is one of the strangest strikeouts you will ever see.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Left-hander Tyler Schweitzer, multi-inning reliever. We got a 4-inning save in Baltimore on June 30th, and he got the final 9 outs in Toronto on Friday night and got the win. His first career victory. Well, now just trying to limit some damage.
Let's see what he can give us tonight. Is he going to get a couple of quick outs and strand some runners and stand there and shut him down the rest of the game? Because we can use that.
Facing left-hand hitting Osuna. Second and third, 1 out, called strike. Infield in. Just to follow up, William S. Hart High School in Santa Clarita, California. That's it. Big names out of that place.
Yep.
The 0-1. Low. Todd Zeal, Bob Walk, James Shields, Kevin Millar, Tyler Glasnow, Trevor Bauer, Mike Montgomery, the Baleka brothers. That's quite a list.
Yep, absolutely.
And all really since around the early 80s.
Yep.
They set the pitch. Ground ball, base hit, right field. Duran scores. Here comes Cawley. He's in. 2-run single Alejandro Osuna, he's got 3 RBIs tonight, and it's 7-0, and those 2 runs will be charged to Richards.
Osuna just turned on what looked to be a cutter or a slider right past the drawn-in infield. No chance. Murakami, it was to his right. He didn't even move. It was already by him.
Langford fouls.
They put on their hitting shoes tonight. 13 hits, and we're just in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that would constitute hitting shoes. Woo. They are 13 out of 25 tonight. Fouled. It's 0-2 on Wyatt Langford.
You know, this
White Sox are 1 for 16.
Yeah. And Rocker, yeah, he's looked like he's had it in cruise control out there. And we've been laboring defensively. And there's so much baseball left for the White Sox offense to feel like they can get clicking a little bit. It's going to be one of those times where an opponent goes, oh no, here they come if they do.
Langford takes a call third on a sweeper on the outside corner, and Langford's going to challenge it. I know this, it's really close, and it is just off the outside. Hit the ball. 0.2 of an inch off the plate. So 1-2. Schweitzer deals. He bounced one on a sweeper. Romo got in front of it. Didn't know where it was. It was sitting right behind the front foot of Langford.
Yeah, we're almost looking around. Langford almost bent down to pick it up. It's an active ball, live ball. He's not allowed to just pick it up, and he stopped real quick and waited for the umpire to go, yeah, okay, go ahead.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit a ton in the air to left, and that one will get on out of here. For Wyatt Langford. And they are pouring it on. It's 9-0.
Well, one of those nights the White Sox have not become accustomed to dealing with, but it is what it is. We came in here last night and put it on them. And last night they were a first-place team. And tonight they're trying to get back to being a first-place team with the way they're playing.
Langford with number 11. Strike one on Justin Foscue. On a foul.
White Sox 10-3 winners last night. Now it's 9-0.
Fouled. Behind home plate, 0-2.
We have the kind of nights where they scored on a 2-run home run in the first, and you go, okay, we got to hold them right there. The next thing you know, they score again. You're like, okay, definitely got to hold them there. They've just not stopped scoring. There's no more holding them there. Let's try and minimize the damage, get the offense clicking to get ready for tomorrow.
Foscue fouls, still 0-2. There's still only one out.
Talked about they have a winning record against left-handed starters this year, so this is not unusual.
Yeah, they had a good approach against Schultz. Another foul. And they've got a couple of hits here off Schweitzer to extend their lead to 9.
How about that? Nobody's unscathed. 5 against Schultz, a couple against Richards, a couple against Schweitzer.
The 0-2 again. Low changeup makes it 1-2.
Yeah, this inning just keeps on going. It's just one out.
The pitch. Popped up. Mydroth over at second will make the catch.
Braden Montgomery was running in. He thought that might be out number 3. These long innings have a tendency to make you lose your focus defensively.
Here's Nicky Lopez. 1 for 1 off the bench with an RBI. Cleveland beat Minnesota 5-2. So the Guardians hoping Texas can hold on to this big lead and they can jump back into a virtual tie with the White Sox. Slider is off the inside to Lopez, ball 1. The pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2.
Even though it's the bottom of the 5th, everybody for the Texas Rangers has picked up a hit. Even Nicky Lopez, who joined in progress. He didn't start this game.
(2-0) taken for a strike. So Josh Young left calf tightness. That's why he left the game. Fouled. It's 2-2. Reds have a 1-0 lead in the first in Seattle. Rangers will be rooting for Cincinnati in that one. The 2-2. Hit in the air out in the left center. Peters tracking it, and he'll run it down. Nicky gave it a ride, but Peters got a good break on it, made it look relatively routine. The Rangers at 4.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. Wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face when he really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hand. That's pretty nice. Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
ESPN Chicago.
Kamar Rocker has a 9-0 lead as he starts the 6th against Drew Romo. And Romo swings and misses on a fastball. The 0-1 changeup strike. And it's 0-2.
2 base runners allowed by Rocker, and both times it was Murakami, a walk in the first and a single in the fourth. Mune is in the hole at the moment.
Rocker's only thrown 62 pitches as he works in the 6th inning, so he's been efficient.
Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 3, and you're right, that's been his big strikeout pitch.
Yeah, I talked about it, watched some video on him, and it's a pitch that he throws very casually, like he's not throwing it hard. It's 82 miles an hour, his fastball's 94, 95, so... But it just is a tight little breaker, and he throws it right below the knees.
Now he faces Antonacci for the 3rd time. And a swing and a foul on the side screen. 0-1.
Sam's having trouble measuring Rocker tonight. He struck out in the 3rd and didn't look real good doing it.
Duran at 3rd will back up as Rocker pitches. And a slider is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is right about the time you'd expect Antonacci would put together a good swing. 3rd time seeing the same pitcher. He is that guy that the calculator is always working and figuring things out.
1-1, low and away. Well, it's amazing how these big league catchers frame every pitch. That pitch was maybe 4 inches off the outside, and yet Elias Diaz presented it as a strike.
Yep.
Pulled it right back in over the plate. There's a high cutter. He could not pull that one down. 3-1.
Yeah, there's the exception, right? Something that is over your head. It's one where you just acknowledge, yeah, that, I'm not going to get that no matter how well I can frame it.
The pitch. It is high and outside, and Antonacci draws a 1-out walk.
That's what I'm talking about. 3rd time seeing a pitcher, his best at bat of the night. If he hadn't already had success, if he was already 2 for 2, that at bat would have been a little different maybe. More aggressive, but he really bared down and didn't help him out.
So Murakami at the plate with the man on 1st and 1 out. And he takes low. 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Kamar Rocker on a 1-0. Slider over for a strike. Roof closed here in Arlington. Still scorching hot outside. It's 96 degrees. Swinging a high fly ball out into deep center field. Cawley is back. Warning track. He's got it. Mune hit that one about 395 feet for a long 2nd out.
Had to feel pretty good when he hit it, but also had to feel like he knew he didn't get it.
Vargas with 2 outs, the heart of the lineup. He's batting 3rd, brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. A wave and a miss on a slider.
Vargas getting outside of what we saw with him before the All-Star break, which was discipline. Just waiting, seeing, being very deliberate in the strike zone. You could tell, guessed he was getting a strike to hit there.
He's 0 for 2 tonight. He had 3 hits last night. He chased another slider out of the zone. 0-2.
Last night you mentioned the 3 hits, but it's funny because it's not like they were locked in swings. It was adjusting swings. Hit a double down the left field line his last at bat. He reached out, bent over at the waist with one hand and pulled it down the line.
He takes up and in on a slider that backed up. Sixth inning, 9-0 Texas. Antonacci's at first with 2 outs. Lefty Tyler Alexander
ready to warm up in the bullpen. Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 3. Still only one hit for the Sox. Bottom 6, it's 9-0 Rangers on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Waddle, good news.
There's the bunt. That could be trouble as Petrie. No, Stevie dives in and beats it. Good effort by Steve Lyons.
Good job. I'll tell you one thing, not a bad defensive play either by the Tigers.
Did you see that? He's going to get the dirt out, and all of a sudden he unbuckled his pants and had a brain cramp.
I don't think that's really the proper place to do that.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
And ask DJ Day when you're ready, Mr. Jackson.
Give me just a couple of seconds here, Jeff, as we're getting ready to kick this inning off.
Schweitzer against Nimmo. And a swing and a miss.
Go for it, Jeff.
All right, DJ Max in Glen Ellen wants to know, what's one thing listeners would be surprised to know about life in a radio booth?
Okay.
Low on a slider that time, one on Nimmo, who's 3 for 3 with a home run.
How about, we got many options here. How much smack Lynn talks in between innings would be one, but we're not going with that one.
Swing and a foul.
How many visitors we have in the booth would really, I think, surprise people in a casual way, not official visits, but we have a lot of casual visits.
Yeah. On the road, it's crew members, people working for other teams, occasionally a White Sox fan or two that maybe made the trip. And then at home, we have a lot of friends who pop by.
It's pretty awesome, to be honest with you.
Fouled, still 1 and 2.
Jeff, and when you're with us, obviously, at home, when you sit in the booth with us, and you're taking up a lot of valuable property right there at that desk spot. A lot of guests are going, hey, I want to sit there where Jeff is. So keep that in mind for the future visits.
Expensive seat. Fouled. Fans always enjoy the experience of seeing our vantage point. And we do not take that for granted at all.
Not at all. Especially after a couple of visits in other ballparks, and you're like, oh, man.
I like this ballpark. I wish we were closer to the field.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Outside on a fastball.
Isn't this the ballpark where Dave Keller almost decapitated you?
Yes.
Okay.
I was filling in on television, and there was a TV light stand, and he got his cords tangled up. The pitch is fouled. And I was just sitting at the desk doing my work, and all of a sudden, bam! Right next to me. I mean, less than a foot away from my head, the light slammed on the desk. And that would have put me in the hospital had it hit me in the head. The pitch is outside.
I remember Dave coming in and
he still apologizes to me to this day, and it was 5 years ago.
He should still be giving you desserts for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, I was traumatized by the whole affair, and I was in the next booth.
The 3-2 pitch, lined into left, a base hit. Boy, this has been a night for the Ranger bats. Nimmo's 4 for 4. That's their 15th hit.
Yeah, this is a little different than last night. I mean, there's no way. When we saw them last night, Eric Fetty really did a nice job. Chris Murphy came in behind him. Hicks, Dominguez, Newcomb, and Richards. They all came on and shut down the offense of the Rangers. There's no way you would have gotten the idea that they were going to show up and say, we're going to pick up 15 hits halfway through the game.
Berger takes a strike.
They had 7 last night.
Most hits allowed by the White Sox, 16. They've done it twice. Swing and a miss by Berger on an inside slider.
You know that they can hit. They came in with a higher team batting average than the White Sox at 245, the Sox at 241. So you know that much, but you just don't expect it.
The 0-2 is softly bounced toward first base. Murakami will apply the tag. Berger is out. Nimmo's now at second. Here comes Duran.
Duran picked up his 18th double. He's had back-to-back games with a double.
A pitch, big swing and a miss on a sweeper. And a few blowout scores around the league. Tampa Bay 12-2 at Toronto in the ninth. Cubs 9, Detroit nothing in the seventh. Duran takes inside. San Diego leading at Atlanta 8-3 in the ninth. I guess Tatis hit one over 470 feet tonight. Swing and a foul. 1-2.
They playing in Colorado?
No, they're in Atlanta.
Ooh. Oh, no, the second highest elevation in baseball.
Tatis hit his 8th.
I remember we were talking about it a month and a half ago where he had none. So he's found the home run swing finally.
1-2 pitch, hit on the ground, past Acuna, out of the left. And Nimmo's going to score. It's 10-0.
It's one of those times for Sam Antonacci. Just save your arm. You're running towards center field to field the ball and throwing back toward home plate with a guy that took off on contact. You're never going to throw him out. If Duran wanted, he could have just kept running right into second base. You don't have the double play in order then. He just was a little more conservative because of the score.
Cam Cauley with a man on. And a swing and a miss.
One of the things about, as a defensive player, you can't will your way into something good happening. Like, I'm going to throw him out because I willed myself to do so when he's already around third base and you don't have the arm to throw it like 150 miles an hour from left center.
Foul tip, 0-2.
So you have to make good professional decisions still in games like this. You don't get in bad habits. Sam Antonacci's a team guy, and he's trying to pick his guys up all the time, but throwing the ball to home plate on that particular play is absolutely pointless. When the ball hit his glove, the runner was already around third base when it hit his glove. He hadn't even started throwing yet.
The 0-2 fouled.
And I bring it up because it's funny. Nothing happened, but these are the things you want to see, the improvement, the mental decisions in a game like this that guys are making are correct, because it's going to matter later in the year when it's a close game.
Another 0-2 and another foul. As Cauley spoils a changeup. 10 runs on 16 hits for the Rangers. Sox, no runs on 1 hit. Durant is being held at first. The pitch. Fastball is high, and we've got a challenge on Drew Romo on Will Little's call. And it's high.
Will Little almost sounded like he felt sorry for us. He's like, oh, catcher's challenging this pitch. Oh, man.
And he doesn't really project like some other umpires do when they're on the microphone. So I believe the Sox are out of ABS challenges now.
Yep.
1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a slider. And some nights it just is so hard to get outs, and this has been one of those nights.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Here's Diaz.
But with that being said, I mean, this is the kind of game as players where you dig deep as an individual and you say, I've had enough. I'm gonna do something for myself tonight.
Diaz fouls. And it's hard to articulate, but you see it, right? The Rangers just are taking these big hacks tonight, and it feels like they're just getting rewarded left and right. This must look like a beach ball tonight for some reason. Can't explain it.
Yeah, it's a great point. Didn't last night to them, that's for
the
sure.
White Sox had a little stretch last night where they looked like the Rangers tonight. Called strike. 0-2.
As you said it earlier, baseball.
Yep.
From night to night, it's different. I know I'm trying to think of a club that maybe was every night you're like more of the same, more of the same, more of the same, and it's really hard. You'd ever maybe Milwaukee, for example, this year, it'd be like, oh, more of the same.
0-2 is outside.
I believe they have the best record in the game,
and they're down 4-0 tonight.
So no more of the same for them.
At home against the Mets. Schweitzer on a 1-2. Here it is. And on the ground, foul to third.
Other than the, 1920s and 30s Yankees, I wonder, the more modern, when I say more modern, let's go with in the 70s on, baseball teams that had the most prolific offense, scoring tons of runs, and then to go with it, the best pitching, which led to the most lopsided kind of affairs time and time again. It's a hard combination to have.
Pitch. It's high. Well, I have an idea. The 2001 Mariners scored 927 runs and had a 3.54 ERA. Fouled.
Well, there you go. That's a perfect example. And yet they didn't win the World Championship. It's crazy.
They outscored their opponents by 300.
Yeah.
927 to 627.
I think maybe we can point to a year of the Bomba squad, right, of Minnesota hitting 300-plus home runs. I don't know if the pitching was there with it, but they didn't really need it.
2-2 is bounced right to first base. Picked up by Murakami. He'll step on the bag. Rangers get another run. They lead 10-0 after 6 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new...
Cruz dives, backhanded try, and he makes the catch, saving a run.
And a nice play by Durant. Well, he's made a couple of dandies already.
Reaches up and he caught it. Abrams lays out to Nunez, who fires to first, and they got Butler.
What a play all the way around.
Tough catch. McGonigal to first. Yes, sir. What a play.
Andy
Paez takes another one away. Jack Caglione takes one back to start the ninth. Off balance throw. Bounced it in time. That's platinum right there. Leaping play by Cheng as he rose up there.
Oh, you betcha! What a throw from deep right field.
Oh, what a play by Jose Caballero.
That's about as good a play as you're going to see.
He shows up. And he got there. What a catch by Austin Riley.
Outstanding lunging grab from Valeda.
Out of the All-Star. Out of nowhere, he gets it.
Oh, how about the stop by Williamson?
Thomas closes and makes a sliding grab.
Tire broadcast booth from Texas. 10-0 Rangers in the seventh. Veteran left-hander Marco Gonzalez, now 34 years old, will make his Rangers debut. This will be his first big league appearance since 2024. Former Cardinal, longtime Mariner, and a Pirate.
He's going to have to wait as the ball was in the right field corner, needed to be run down by the right fielder and thrown to the seats.
He faces Braden Montgomery, who will turn around and hit from the right side. Kamar Rocker, 6 innings, 1 hit, no runs.
That sounds like what you described last time he pitched against us.
Fastball strike. And he has not allowed a run against the White Sox in 2 career starts. 0-1, swung on and missed. Gonzalez, a former opening day starter with Seattle. .6'1", 205 pounds. Just joined the Ranger roster today. The 0-2 is a low changeup.
Very calculated is Braden Montgomery. He's that guy that takes his time in between pitches to visualize what's next.
1-2, he muscles a pop fly out in the shallow center field, and a running catch made by Cawley for the first out. A reminder, White Sox doubles are sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. Andrew Benintendi gets an at-bat against the lefty, and he swings and misses.
Always felt in games like this, when you get these at-bats late and you're down by a lot, just accepting singles, wanting to just get a hit for yourself.
Low and away for ball 1, 1-1.
Since it's a lot harder to hit a home run and a lot easier to make it out trying, you don't want to do that. Just kind of become a little more conservative with your swing.
Benintendi hits a chopper foul over to the first base coach, Jose Lajer. Justin Jersley coaches third. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. It's high on a curveball.
Benintendi doesn't get a lot of at-bats against left-handed pitchers.
Not these days with Randall Grichuk in the mix. A 2-2. He was hit in the air out into left. Easy play for Osuna. And he makes a catch while popping a big bubble with his gum.
Chicago Sports Network is your TV home for White Sox baseball. Stream the Sox all season long, anytime, anywhere, on up to 3 devices with the CHSN app.
2 down in the 7th. The batter is Tristan Peters. Hitless in 2 trips. Average at 289. And the curve is up and in. He's dipped below the 300 mark. And right now, beneath 290. The pitch is just off the outside on a curveball. Tristan started the second half at 301. 2-0 is high on a cutter. Ball 3.
Yeah, Tristan's needing to get that results swing back.
He takes a strike.
Been hitting a lot of balls in the air lately, as he feels pretty good. Even in batting practice, he's launching balls in the seats. Season can get away from you if you become that guy trying to launch when you're not a true home run hitter.
Fastball is off the outside. Ball 4. And it becomes a 2-out free pass. And here comes Chase Mydroth. White Sox homers are brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See the concert, a tribute to ABBA, at Hard Rock Live Friday, August 14th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Chase swings and fouls. Well, the Sox have not yet hit a home run in this series.
No, they had plenty of pop in yesterday's game with the doubles. Had a bunch of those. 6, I believe. 7, maybe.
7.
Yep.
Changeup is low. Just got past Diaz, but he pounced on it. And Peters has to stay at first. It's a final in Atlanta. Padres beat the Braves 8-3. 1-1. Mydroth fouls on the backstop. And the count is 1-2. Chase is 4 for 12 so far on this road trip.
I was going to say that Chase has probably taken twice as many swings this year as he did all of last season.
Changeup is low. 2-2 on Mydroth.
Last year, quite frequently, he would take one swing and an at-bat. He'd go deep in counts, one swing, put the ball in play. This year, he's probably taking no less than 3 swings per at-bat.
Gonzalez on a 2-2. Mydroth fouls on a line to right out of play.
That's at least his 3rd swing in this at-bat.
The 2-2. He hits a high fly ball toward the corner, deep and left, and it is foul and out of play. He missed a home run by about 5 feet. Just hooked it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, his swing has intent. It looks like he's trying to do just that. So that's why it'd be frustrating if you're Chase, because you've been swinging short and hard trying to hit one out of here, and then you do it, just foul.
The pitch. Low on a changeup. Go time for Peters at first base with 2 outs and a 3-2 count. And it is on the way. Called strike 3. Inning over. Will stretch in the 7th. All Rangers. 10-0.
You can see a lot of different characters at the ballpark, and this week brought out some of the best.
I just hope that whatever was going on with that hot dog, that dog now owned that hot dog. I have not seen a cup on the bottom of a spike.
This is more of a hand grenade than it was a throw toward second.
Osuna hits one into the cone.
So look up and look out.
That bat exploded, and the Mariners have him loaded up.
Florida man's a real thing, Dwayne.
Tarps off. Freebird time at Busch.
Fantastic entertainment.
Hats off and shirts off for the top defensive plays of the week.
Towards the side rail, he crashes into the wall, and he made the catch.
Another stop by Peraza, throw from his back, and he got it.
Now, look, if you dare, I shall not drop the ball.
Church is gonna make a diving catch.
Holy smokes, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez.
Into the dugout, flips into the dugout. Did he hold on? He did.
How about that?
Max Muncy's 19th blast, a two-run shot off Zach Wheeler, as the Dodgers trying to close out the Phillies 2-1 right now in the bottom of the ninth. Cubs clubbing the Tigers 11-0. That one's in the eighth. And in Tejas, the White Sox down big 10-0 in Texas. Bottom seven, back to Len and DJ.
Thank you, Jeff. Osuna takes a strike from Tyler Schweitzer. Could be a potential position player night if the score remains the same in the eighth. But Schweitzer for now, and a swing and a base hit. Left center field, Osuna has his third single. And now a new season high in hits allowed by the White Sox. That's number 17 for Texas.
When you mention the potential of somebody coming off the field to pitch, then you wonder, who would that be at this particular point? We're limited in our options. Well, not Montgomery, not Grichuk.
My guess would be Acuna. Austin wins into the game, and he hits a high fly to left, and Antonacci will make the catch. So Austin Wynns making his Ranger debut, pinch hitting for Langford, 1 out. I would guess is Foscue. Acuna would pitch. Mydroth would go to short. Antonacci to second. And Junior Perez to left. That would be my guess.
Write it in stone. Etch it in stone.
Foscue looks at a strike.
Chisel it. Do whatever you got to in stone.
Type it. Enter it. Print it. Slider is high. 1-1.
Remember the old typewriters with the carbon paper? Take that out.
Yeah, I took typewriting in high school.
I know. I watch you work on that computer every day. I'm like, oh, yeah, he had typewriting class, because I didn't.
1-1. Change up is off the outside corner.
And option, right? You can do typewriting or home ec kind of thing, you know, cooking and all that. Give me the cooking. Forget the one typing. No, thank you.
2-1 is foul.
That was a bad decision, by the way. I realized now in life, because I don't cook and I can't type.
I can type, I can't cook.
Yes, you can. Well, you need a counselor to help you say, hey, the future. Well, my counselor wouldn't have helped anyways. I said, you're going to play baseball. Take it easy.
Fouled again. Still 2-2.
Biggest thing I had to be concerned with was my last year taking algebra, going, hey, you know, that's great. Way past what I need. I just need to know division so I can figure out my batting average as I keep playing ball.
That's it. The pitch. Fouled. I worry about writing. Oh. I mean, I did a ton of it, and I don't do much of it anymore. But I worry about young people just not writing longhand, you know?
They don't. They really don't. Everything's on a keyboard, really.
2-2 pitch is low on a slider. Are you convinced that your kids could find your house without GPS? Because I'm not sure about mine.
I know 2 of the 4 could, yes. There's a couple I'd be concerned.
3-2 pitch is lined to straightaway center, and Peters will grab it to retire Foscue 2 away in the 7th.
Yeah, you can go back to your childhood and remember the address that you grew up in, and friends' houses and phone numbers. And then now, no chance.
Yeah, I remember getting the fold-out map out in the car.
Yep.
Trying to figure out where in the world we were going. Nicky Lopez cracks a base hit into right. 18 Ranger hits.
Oh, it's a scary proposition to think about tomorrow. These same guys going to show up tomorrow swinging the bats?
Well, you know what tends to happen, we saw it the other day in Toronto, they might not score tomorrow.
That's a fact. You got that right. Oh, man. This game of baseball.
Nimmo 4 for 4, batting with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th. And he hits the first pitch in the air to deep left field, but it's going to be caught by Antonacci. They finally retire, and it's Evan Carter. So it wasn't even Nimmo. So Nimmo went 4 for 4. Evan Carter pinch hitting. He is now 0 for 1. 10.
Time is called. There is a black cat on the field on the third base side.
Remember the guy that picked up that one cat a couple of years ago? He got bit.
Don't do it, Kevin. Don't do it.
What a pair of hands he's got. Here's the play of the game right here. Elster with those great hands, and he puts that glove hand out there without a glove. Makes the play.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Home of your Chicago White Sox.
Gonzalez in the 8th against Acuna. 10-0 Texas. And Luis Angel swings and misses.
It was a reactionary swing by Acuna. He was a little late on 90. Instead of anticipating the fastball, he tried to react to it.
He takes outside and high.
That's a tough way to hit, by the way. Just saying, okay, I'll see the ball and hit the ball. No, you got to anticipate a pitch and be ready for it.
There's a base hit. Ground ball out into right center. White Sox with just their second hit of the night.
And you know, I was just mentioning he reacted. It was late on a fastball. He threw him a changeup. So he's not going to be late on that if he's just reacting. His timing was to hit it the other direction.
By the way, I'm even more certain of a position player pitching in the bottom of the eighth. Unless they rally here, Romo takes a changeup for a strike. Tyler Schweitzer has thrown a career-high 61 pitches, and there's nobody up in the bullpen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Exactly what you anticipated.
Fastball strike.
See Acuna come on because he has and can.
Unless somebody else really wants to, I would imagine it'll be Acuna. The pitch. Low. Carter now in center. Cawley moves over to right.
Yeah, you're right, because sometimes players, it's their dream to say, hey, I pitched in a game. But I don't know. These guys aren't really pitching now. They're just lobbing the ball to home plate. That's a little different. It was a big thing, I believe. Adam Dunn wanted to do it and got a chance finally for us.
The 1-2 pitch hit in the air to left field. It is Osuna back about 2 steps, and he makes the play. Romo retired. That'll bring up Antonacci.
Remember, I've always been talking to my manager in San Diego, like, yeah, you ever get a chance? I'm your guy. Put me in there. I regretted that. Ooh. Back then, we actually tried to pitch. We threw as hard as we could, and ooh, baby. You find out you, as a pitcher, use muscles you don't as a regular player.
Antonacci takes a strike. Dunn pitched against Texas in Chicago in a 16-0 loss on August 5th of 2014. Threw an inning, gave up 2 hits, a walk, and 1 run. Faced 6 batters. Sinker strike, 0-2.
Good research department.
Well, you remembered it.
Yeah, and think about how big a guy he was. He was standing out there. He was a target. I'm like, don't hit it back at him. He's not going to be able to help himself.
Decent chance we'll see Adam when we're in Houston.
What a great guy
this season.
Great guy.
Two-strike count on Sam Antonacci. Acuna's at first, 1 out. We're in the 8th. Marco Gonzalez delivers, and Antonacci fouls. The game is over in Milwaukee. The Mets shut out the Brewers 4-0. The 0-2. Here it is. Outside and low on a curveball. We'll see the Astros this weekend in Chicago. They've got a 5-3 lead over Miami. The Marlins trying to avoid an 8th straight loss.
Another team that's going through a little bit of a crazy time, hot and cold.
1-2 is fouled by Antonacci.
The White Sox throwing about 175, 80 pitches tonight. I mentioned Schweitzer, a career-high 60-plus. Schultz had to be 80 and 3 plus. Oh, man.
So 80 plus 17 is 97 plus 61. Yeah, it's a lot. 158-ish. Foul tip, strike 3. We're out number 2.
Crazy to think that, you know, you're trying to get your starters to give you 100 pitches or so, right around there, however long that is, whether it be 4 innings or going to be 9 innings. But that's what you want, the efficiency of 8 innings worth of work in that type of pitch count.
Murakami lines to center, and Carter will make the catch. And Will Venable immediately out of the dugout, and he's going to tell the umpire what.
Line drive down the right field line. It's going to drop and score 2. Keith is home. Green right behind him. Torque over to third. Throw to second. Not in time. Kevin McGonigal, first major league at bat, is a 2-run double, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead in the first.
Welcome to the big leagues, Kevin McGonigal.
6th pitch of the at bat. Down the right field line in the corner. Off the top of the wall. Another extra base hit for McGonigal. Throw to second. Not in time. First 2 major league at-bats. 2 doubles for Kevin McGonigal. How about Kevin McGonigal?
Boy, showing how quick he is on those inside pitches.
He's already at 60 in the third. Works the count even. Cues it off the end of the bat. That's going to be a tough play for Bogarts, and not in time.
I don't know if it's surprised is the right word, because McGonigal runs well, but he gets down that line really quick.
On game day, Gerber outperforming at every touch point in collision and glass.
Nothing stop, nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
So Acuna now on the mound, Perez in left, Antonacci at second, Mike Roth at short. You called it. Bottom of the 8th, and the first lob is fouled by Jake Berger backing out of play. That pitch registered at 38 miles an hour.
And why wouldn't it? He threw it underhand.
Swinging a roller over to third. Vargas picks it up, throws to first, 1 down.
I really would, as a organization, teach certain pitchers how to lob the ball when they are getting to a point where nothing else is working, because batters would never expect it or anticipate it.
Bouncer off the bat of Duran to Vargas, and he throws to first. 3 pitches and 2 outs.
He is throwing the eephus, and it's working.
Well, remember LaLob, right? Dave LaRoche?
Yes.
Cawley with 2 outs. First pitch is a high fastball. They're calling these curveballs, but
they are curving. Just gravity's doing it.
1-0, line and caught by Antonacci. How about a 5-pitch 1-2-3-8?
I love it. He's got a standing ovation in the dugout from his teammates.
So 2nd career appearance, and he is whittled.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
Bottom 4, 3-0 Blue Jays. Kazuma Okamoto to lead it off for the Blue Jays at a fly ball to right in his first at bat. As Okamoto drills one. High, deep, gone! first home run as a Blue Jay, and it is 4-0. Big time power to the opposite field.
He came here with a power bat, and to show that early in the season, he's got these fans on their seats.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Fans and savers everywhere. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
We come into this year with just a lot more clarity. Hey, it's Will Venable, manager for the Chicago White Sox. Hopefully we can support these guys to take the next step forward. You're listening to ESPN Chicago.
Top of the ninth, Sox trying to avoid a shutout. Marco Gonzalez looking for his first Major League save. 10-0 Texas, fastball strike. He came on in the 7th, so if you finish the game and go at least 3 innings, regardless of the final, you can notch a save. Vargas hits a pop fly down the right field line. Cawley, a long run over, and it's going to land fair and bounce out of play. I think everybody thought that ball was going to go foul. The right fielder, I think Vargas thought it would go foul. And it just stayed fair, and it's a double sponsored by Tito's.
Well, that's enough to make you a little bit angry if you're a pitcher, because Cawley started jogging thinking that's a foul ball, and it landed right on the chalk. I mean, talked about it earlier. He is an infielder by nature, kind of converted to an outfielder, but run as hard as he can, and you never know, you might make a play. He was not running. He was jogging over there in anticipation of that not staying in play.
24th double for Vargas. Braden Montgomery bounces back to the pitcher. They'll get the out at first. Vargas holds at second.
You know, that's one of those times I'm putting myself in Cawley's shoes, and you're running over there and you're saying, oh, that's foul. You're jogging over there, and then you're just kind of like, oh, wait a minute, that's closer than I think. Too late. Just run hard. That's the one thing you can control on a baseball field. Not the outcome all the time, but you can run hard at all times.
The pitch to Junior Perez, and he hits a towering fly ball out in the left center field. And it'll be caught near the warning track by Carter from center. Junior just missed one. 2 down. And it's up to Tristan Peters to keep the White Sox alive. Last night, the White Sox ended a 10-game losing streak here. Dating back to August of 22. Peters takes ball 1. Well, tonight they're down 10-0. The 1-0. Low and outside.
Boy, it's a point of pride, right, when you're getting your 90s handed to you in the game, but just not to be shut out. If you get the opportunity to drive in, just that one run, it's a positive for the night.
The pitch. Check swing, he held on ball 3. The pitch. He's taking all the way, and it's a strike. Runner on second, 2 outs, top 9. The 3-1. He walked him, he missed outside. So Peters reaches for the second consecutive plate appearance. And that gives Mydroth a chance for a salvage. He's 0 for 3.
Yeah, last time up, he Just missed hitting a home run down the left field line. Ended up striking out looking after that.
Chase fouls on the first pitch. Marco Gonzalez in his Rangers debut on an 0-1. Changeup is low.
This game, time-wise, faster than last night's. Doesn't feel like it, but it is. Home plate umpire's been back there dealing with all these pitches going, move along, please.
1-1, fouled to right. Sox down to their final strike. One and two to Mydroth. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. This should do it. Lopez fires to Berger. And the Rangers shut out the White Sox. Texas back at a game over 500. And the White Sox drop into a first place tie in the AL Central. 10-0 Texas, the final on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Let me ask you something. Why does buying a car have to feel like Game 7 pressure? It doesn't. That's why you go to Advantage Toyota in River Oaks. What's up, it's Jay Hood. You got a budget? They've got Toyotas that you want to drive. And here's the